Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is all of the things I bought during the Sephora Spring Savings event. I got a bunch of stuff. So if you want to see what I got, stick around, we're going to get into it. I'm going to let you know right now, I didn't just shop the Sephora event. I'll tell you all about it and why and all the things. So hopefully you like this video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. I upload several videos every week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one. And you can choose to watch it or not. It's totally up to you. No pressure. Either way, I appreciate hanging out with me today. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. All right, here we go. So I may have mentioned that not everything in this video is going to be from Sephora. It is during the Sephora VIB spring sales event. But I wanted to point out that Sephora is not the only place where you can get good deals and things during their sale. This first thing I'm going to use, I've never used before, and it was a free gift with purchase. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide, 4%. We like niacinamide. It's good for your skin. So I thought I would try this today. I've never used it before and it was free. So why not give it a whirl? It's just like a little gel primer. I almost always use my Janessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm powder thingy because in my opinion, it's what is absolute best for my skin. I have a oily T-zone and like regular skin on the rest of my face. So it says to use this with your fingers. So I squirted out a little bit and I'm going to, I should have put my hair back. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this out best I can. And then I'm gonna pin my hair back. That was a rookie move. If you're wondering about this eye look, it is this week's Throwback Thursday. All right, let's get these hairs pulled back. Okay, that's better. So I'm just gonna pat this in. It is quite sticky. I did use the Milk Power Grip thingy, maybe. Did I just spill that all in my lap? And I liked it. I didn't notice it doing a whole lot for like oil control. I don't know how much I believe in primers just in general. I think specific targeted primers are good, like the Janessa Myricks, because it works. So there's that. I didn't get a new foundation. I'm going to use my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation along with my Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Concealer. I really like this for under my eyes. My eye is twitching. Oh my gosh, this is day 5 of having an eye twitch. It's frustrating. So I'm going to do these real quick and then I'll come back and we'll do some more new bits. Okay, I'm back and my foundation and concealer are on. I haven't set anything yet because I fell for, I don't know, the hype, not even the hype, like the curiosity got the better of me. I've never used the Charlotte Tilbury wand thingies. They're way out of my price range. Like I'm just not comfortable paying that kind of money for something I may or may not love. But e.l.f. released these and I thought, hey, why not try them? From what I've seen, they're not dupes, but they could be fun. I would prefer if I could use this over a set base, but I'm not sure that I could. So we're just gonna do it over an unset base and hope for the best. And if I hates it, no big. It was only, I mean, still they were $10 a piece basically, but not the 40 something I think the Charlotte Tilbury is. So for the contour shade, I got light medium. Yeah, I think that's That's the name of it. Yep. So let's take a reconnoiter. It's got an itty bitty poof on the top. Very similar to like the old concealer. Is it Revlon? Maybe? I don't know. It's squeezing out. All right. This says contour, so we'll try it as a contour first. Maybe. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is what I've been using recently for my foundation application. I love this little brush. I don't think this is a contour shade for me. This is definitely a bronzer shade. I don't like a warm contour. So what I think I'm going to do is put more where I would put my bronzer. Then hopefully I can go back in and fix like the contour area. Yeah, this is 100% not a contour. Okay, now I'm just going to boop over that with my sponge. I don't think that's bad at all. I hate it as a contour, so I wish they had advertised it differently. Warm tones aren't contours, they're bronzers. So let me see if I can fix the contour part of my face, and then I will come back and we'll do the blush and highlight. Okay, I was able to fix it with a little bit of concealer. Now let's do blush. So I got the shade Very Radiant. It looked like it might be kind of a fun shade for me. So that is what we're gonna use. Squeeze it up into the tubey thing. And I don't know how much I need. So we'll start with less because we can always add more. Take the same brush. I cleaned it off on my handy dandy little towel. So I'm just tapping that in. I'm not mad at it. I think we need a little bit more. But then again, I pretty much always think that when it comes to blush. It doesn't blend the super easiest, but it is blending. I think it looks pretty. I will say, doing my makeup like this, I don't love because I can't stand my face being shiny. So, you know, that's a downside for me. So I will definitely try all of these products on top of a set base and see how I feel. All right, let's do highlight. And for highlight, we got the shade Champagne Campaign. So I feel like this is gonna look highlighty. It's going over a wet base. So, oop, that was a lot. Okay, yikers. No, it was the Maybelline Age Rewind, not Revlon. Okay, I'm gonna take the same brush. I mean, it's pretty. The lack of powder is really throwing me. So I am going to powder my face. I didn't get a new setting powder, so I'm gonna go off camera and do that real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll do some more of the highlight over the powder if we need to. And then I'll show you what else I got. Okay, I'm back. The highlight looks terrible once it's been powdered. It's not only did it lose its highlightiness, but it looks patchy and weird. So I don't know, should we try to go over the powder with some just to see if we can make it look good? I'm gonna put it right on the brush. think that looks better. Can you tell? It doesn't look quite as chunky, choppy in the mirror. I won't know for sure what it looks like on camera until I edit this. So, I mean, it's not terrible. Let's just put it on my finger. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not going to make any snap judgments because this is just my first time giving it a whirl. I really think I like the bronzer shade. It is not a contour. Forget about that. On me anyway. It's a bronzer, and I really do think I kind of like that one, so that's cool. For whatever reason, they also sent me 2 ColourPop shadow sticks. One is in Friday Feels, and that is a metallic, and the other one is Bear With Me, and that's a matte. So this is Friday Feels, this is Bear With Me. I don't use shadow sticks. I have some that I use as eyeliners. I might play with some of mine as eyeshadow shadow sticks, but I'm going to put these in my drawer for somebody else to get some use out of, because though they're pretty, I'm not going to use them, so I don't want to waste them. From actually Sephora during the sale, I picked up another Ultimate Gel eyeliner, and this is in the shade Lavender Matte. I really like these eyeliners from the Sephora brand. I have a high vis one, I have a pink one, I have black, I have brown. They're really nice eyeliners, so I don't necessarily think they're better than the LA Girl retractable ones that I love so much, but they're pretty darn good. And I'm happy to have this shade of purple because I don't have it in my collection yet. Another thing I grabbed from Sephora is the Janessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm Powder thingy. I got this in shade 6, which is my summer shade. I went through a whole one last summer. Loved it. I'm almost out of my universal one. So I figure by the time I'm out of the universal, it'll be time to bust out a summer shade. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the last thing I got at Sephora, but not the last thing I got during the sale, is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder. And I got this in 33 Honey. I recently mentioned that Robert Welsh told me, not personally, but you know, to use just like more bronzer and maybe a darker buffing powder instead of changing your foundation shade. I thought that was basically baloney, but I'm trying it because he's an expert and I know nothing. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna use that as my buffing powder, which typically I do before highlight, but that was making me rather nutty. I do think my skin looks nice and smooth. Usually I use look at my eye twitching. Usually I use my Dior Powder No Powder or the Maybelline foundation powder, but this looks really, really nice. I always look like in here because I have a lot of like fine lines, wrinkling, and texture, which is normal. Like it's fine. I'm fine with it. But it's usually more noticeable there, and that looks pretty darn good. I'm excited to keep trying that because they don't make the Dior powder anymore. And sometimes with the Dior, around here could look a little bit more textured because it was almost sheeny, but not sheeny, if that makes any sense. So this is very exciting for me. Okay, I'm going to go off camera real quick, finish up my under eyes, throw on a lip, and then I'll show you the last of the new bits I got during the sale. Okay, I'm back and everything is done. Now I want to tell you about the other things I got during the sale. Again, not from Sephora, which I think is valid. I don't think you have to shop the Sephora sale to get good bargains. Lots of places have sales this time of year. So, you know, if you didn't know that, now you do. Let me know though if you shopped other sales and not just the Sephora. Okay, so Refer. I did a whole video on my favorite brushes and their sale, the whole thing. And in the secret shop, they have new makeup sponges. So I picked up a few of them. I used one today this is very nice. So when you order from Rephr and you're part of the whole thing, they don't send me PR, but I do have access to the secret shop, and these sponges are $2 right now. That's like ridiculously affordable. So I grabbed several of these, and I grabbed some more brushes. I didn't need any, but I had seen a while back they had a new handle, like the professional handle brushes. They had one, and by the time I realized it, it had sold out. So now they have that one, which is the O1, and they have the, wrong way. They have the O2. Look how pretty that is. Not that it should matter. That is a very pretty looking brush. It's the exact same, bristles as the other ones. It's just the handle is different. And I got an O3. Again, I didn't need these, but these little handles are just so pretty. I thought, nah, why not? I use the brushes I have, so I decided it wouldn't hurt, and they were 50% off. So, not a bad deal at all. And I grabbed two number 4 brushes. This is my favorite for blush and bronzer. I love, love, love this brush. And again, with these handles, they're just so pretty. And then I grabbed one number 5. They're beautiful. They feel really nice. They're not heavy. They don't feel like super heavy, what we assume luxe brushes, but they are really nice. So I'm very, very excited about these new brushes. Because I placed a fairly large order, I also got another sheet, because I like the sheet so much, and at 40% off, how could I resist? They sent along 2 of these little components. I have all of the components. They sent them to me with other orders, so they're incredibly handy. I have some on my desk, I have some in my drawers, I have them all over. They're just really, really handy. So if you needed something, I would recommend. They're magnetic, so you can stick them together. You can build them any way you want to. It's very cool. And then when I was all done and got this stuff in, I realized I didn't pick up any more brush soap, which is, I use baby shampoo and the Rephr brush soap to clean all of my brushes. So I went back on and I ordered some brush soap, and I ordered a refill on the rehydrating, resurfacing essence. Hydrating essence? I can't remember. It's lovely. I think my skin likes it. I haven't had any adverse reactions from it. I put it on every morning and I'm going through it. So I bought a refill on that, and I picked up a couple more sponges because $2. I also picked up a couple of gifts, one for my sister and one for a friend of mine. So those were also in this haul, but I don't want to say what they are just in case they watch these videos and then they'll see. So that is everything I got during the Sephora spring savings event. I'm genuinely very curious if you shopped the sale, if you shopped a little bit, or, didn't. I think it's interesting how sales are viewed sometimes. So I'd love to chat with you in the comments section about it if you want to. Anyway, I'm going to stop yammering. I have no idea how long this video is, but it's probably way long. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.